Good news before I hand over to you guys. Here on the TVC Breakfast Show, as you know, Nigeria is very important to us. And from the streets of Lagos to global stages, Nigerians are leaving their mark everywhere, in business, in the arts, in science, in sports and beyond. And here on the Naija Triumph segments, we like to shine a spotlight on every win, big or small, and celebrate the unshakable spirit of the Nigerian collective, because we truly believe that when one Nigerian rises, we all rise. And truly, Naija no dey carry last. Nwuneli would be very proud of that little jig I just did. But today's triumph belongs to a young woman called Amara Nwuneli. Take a look at this impressive young woman.
People could learn about climate change, be equipped with necessary skills, and connect with Mother Earth. Creating the Green Sustainability Park, a public accessible park designed and built with recycled materials, dedicated to education and empowerment. Our ongoing construction process has already involved hundreds of volunteers. We opened our first pilot park in Ikota, Lagos, and our Green Sustainability Park vision does not end here. Our goal is to replicate this model in underdeserved areas across Lagos and beyond, serving as proof that with creativity, collaboration, and determination, we can reimagine urban spaces, inspire sustainability, and foster a generation of climate-conscious leaders. Support green by joining Preserve.
At just 17 years old, Amara Nwuneli is rewriting the future of our cities and rewriting history for Nigeria. She grew up in Lagos, where only 3% of our land is green space, and she saw firsthand the heat, the pollution, and the pressure of a concrete jungle. And instead of waiting for change, she chose to create it with a youth-led project she founded called Preserve Our Roots, turning abandoned urban sites into eco-parks built from recycled materials. And her work caught the world's attention. This year, Amara became the first Nigerian to win the Earth Prize 2025 for Africa, leading the world's environmental award for teenagers. And her prototype park in Ikota is not just a playground of trees and benches. It's a living classroom, and it's teaching young people about climate resilience while offering a rare sanctuary of a calm in the heart of a restless city. She won a $12,500 prize, and she says that she plans to build 3 more parks across underserved Nigerian communities. But this triumph is more than just personal. I think it's proof that innovation can grow from Lagos and indeed Nigerian soil. And it's a reminder that greener cities are not just the responsibility of our government alone, but of dreamers who are bold enough to turn waste into wonder and scarcity into opportunity. Team, I'd like you guys to please chime in on this. How many more problems, need our solutions? How many more concrete jungles need refurbishing? If we all applied ourselves to solving a problem, wouldn't Nigeria be such a more better place? I just
hope, I wish we had more Amara Nwuneli. She reminds me of our guest earlier on in the program, Ms. Okunu, that is passionate about things like this. Passion can take you far. And for a young girl that is 17, showing so much passion to a point where she attracted international recognition and now has $12.5 million to do more of these things, Naija no dey carry last.
Yeah. Yes, I'll say kudos to Amara for what she's doing, and I know the sky is just the beginning, and then there's so much that we want to hear from our youth. That's a youth, doing something very meaningful. Talk about the single motherhood that you talked about earlier. I feel this is, when some Muslims, and I want to speak to my Muslim brothers, when some Muslims feel, yeah, I can marry more than 1 wife or 2 wives, these are the kind of women that Islam is saying that you should take care of, because it is not about you looking for virgin up and down. Some women that are, high moral character, divorced, they need a man. They need men, rather. So you have to step in. This is what it is about. Governor Adeleke, imagine you don't have that kind of a governor in Nigeria. It's going to be a boring country.
All right, and big ups to Amara on that one. But I really want to concentrate on, the single mother thing. I watched the interview with Jim Ike, and it didn't sit well with me. These are some of the things we do that we send people into depression. Absolutely. Some of these single mothers, they are not in it because they want to be. Some of them, the husbands have died. Some of them, they divorced. Some of them married wrong. And some of them are amazing women that have you know, made their children amazing. So it's sad to see that, you know, we're saying that, oh, single mothers, we want to castigate them. Then they go into depression and we say, oh, they are depressed. Single mothers are amazing. I know single mothers that have done really well. So please, we need to change this narrative.
Absolutely.
Now, there's no doubt, really, that every child requires or needs the attention of both a father and a mother. If that situation can be created comfortably and effectively, please, by all means, do. However, when situations emerge that you become either a single dad or a single mom, you can't now say that just because it's just one parent, the person can't deliver a good child at the end of the day. No. That kind of stamp on someone's ability can be really crippling, not just on the person, but on the child too the person is trying to raise. So let's situate things appropriately. Governor Adeleke has been who he is forever. I like the man for that. I wish myself I can be a dancing journalist on social media.
You can try.
Maybe I'll make more money.
Step on the table.
But you know, talking about Adeleke, you know, I love the fact that he loves his joy. Like, he's been like this. I don't like the fact that people want to say, oh, because he's always been a jolly fellow, and he's just happy, and I love it for him. It was his birthday recently, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so can I just
happy birthday.
Please.
Can I just add this? I believe that joy is a statement, joy is a weapon. Osun State right now is going through a lot. Civil servants apparently have not been paid for a while. He's paying from his pocket. There's been so many political tussles. To see this man engage in joy as a weapon.
I like that comparison. You're painting quietly, you know, but then the man is having fun. However, for this our beautiful 17-year-old Amara, well done, Amara. Thank you
done, Amara.
for bringing a green land out of a dry space. Well done. We just give you more grace for that.
At least if you want your name to be written in gold, you want people to remember you after your death. You know, you write a book, you plant a tree, and then you give birth to a righteous children.
And then you have grown adults who are littering the streets of Lagos, being arrested for a lack of waste management. And here is this young woman building. We should be ashamed.
And Olamide, you know, I always say it starts with us. Absolutely. It starts with us. Once we can do better, the country will be better. Because we blame the government every time. But when we put it to ourselves, what do we do to make Nigeria better?
Absolutely.
Okay, I can talk about Adeleke now, I believe.
Yes, Harris.
You know, I just love that man. Yes, maybe civil servants may not have been paid one or the other, but that man is a happy man, and happiness is a choice.
Yes.
That's right.
True.
It is a choice.
And I hope he's not just a happy-go-lucky. So much so when he has documents in front of the table, I mean, right in front on the table.
He's happy also
He's
to
not
sign.
using the document to beat.
I don't think so.
For
No, I
beating.
just love that
But it
guy.
gives us joy anyway.
Yeah, so
and then we
much
want
joy.
him to spread the joy across the state, in Osun State particularly.
That's right.
Right, that's about it for the programming today. We want to say thank you so much for your company. But then let's tell you that reactions and views of all our resource persons are theirs and have no connection whatsoever with TVC News. Up next will be Your View with Mariah and the ladies, and then this morning with Yori Folari. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is another day. Have a lovely day.